this guy? This guy doesn't look very happy. Camped down there in that valley, at least 4 miles out. How did we get up here? How did I get up here? The bike. I have not charged it since I did the mountain test. The mountain test got it down to about halfway. So now there's 2 bars left on the battery. I don't really know what that means, but I kind of want to keep going, but I feel like I need to turn around, but I want to see if I can run the battery out at the same time, but I don't want to have to pedal back the whole way if I don't have to. But man, it's just so neat up here. Crazy different pine trees, aspens, rocky outcrops. We are in the middle. I am in the middle of nowhere. That's what I feel like. Taking this bike out, I've realized actually if I wanted to, I could bring the trailer up here. Yeah, this is Utah. This feels like Utah. The green sandstone, yellow and red rock. I've seen a lot of animal tracks. This is the middle of nowhere. And down where the aspens were, I just felt like, oh, that's bear territory there for sure. And now up here in these rocky cliffs, now this feels like mountain lion territory. Holy cow. So I'm realizing now there's a good combination you can do with the bike. because you do get exercise, but it's pretty easy. You can go pretty far pretty easily. I hope you can see how green this rock is out here. It's like pastel green. But if you get out and hike a little bit, you know, get off your bike, then you kind of get the best of both worlds. Pretty cool. And that's where we're camped, is down there in that valley. 4.5 miles down a road out that way. I really am getting to explore so much more with the bike. Wow. I'm watching my footing here. This is weird. I'm also looking for rattlers. Look at how there's like a bunch of little tiny cubes here. And then all this is more like kind of chunky shale. I'm sure there's all kinds of rattlers in here. There's all kinds of holes in here. Isn't that interesting? How this is like small cubes just in this one little area. Oh, all kinds of little holes in here. Yeah, this is kind of creepy. Digging the bike out of the truck and the wheel, putting the wheel on, was not really a big deal. I just had to be careful to install the wheel correctly so it's not rubbing the front brake pad. So that took a little adjustment. But getting it out of the truck and to disassemble it and put it back in the truck, it's going to be pretty easy. And it's making me think, if I can avoid getting some sort of a bike rack for the back of the trailer and just keep putting the bike in the bed of the truck, that's probably going to be my best option. And once I get good at it, it's not going to be too difficult. You talk about changing my nomadic lifestyle. Wow. Wow. The bike is already doing it. Now, I still haven't done the review on the bike. I'll do a full review of it, but I'm starting to feel really confident with that bike. It's cushy, you know, my butt doesn't hurt. I'm learning how to use all the different features on it. It's got cruise control. Then thinking about battery usage, you know, what's the best way to utilize it so you can, you know, to save the battery power. And doing tests like this, where now I did that mountain trip. Now I'm doing this mountain trip on one charge. So it's going to give me an idea of the robustness of it, you know, as the battery becomes less and less charged, is it still going to have a decent amount of power? And also, how long does the battery last? How many of these excursions can I go on? How far can I go? If it's flat or if it's mountainous, how far can I go? These rocks are getting really like blue now. And this is the kind of thing that I wouldn't have been able to hike here, really, because I mean it's 9 miles round trip, and the sun is out. It's kind of coming in and out, but pretty hot. So I wouldn't have got this far. Definitely wouldn't have got this far. I'm gonna go out here to one more little point. See, I got my hiking legs because I haven't hiked. I just biked the whole way up here, so I can hike around here. It's like nothing. I'm not tired at all. I haven't even had a sip of water. I'm just now starting to feel like I want a sip of water. I don't want to get lost up in here. Okay, yeah, I gotta stop and turn around. So neat. I don't know what these bushes are. I was just thinking they kind of look like creosote, but it's not creosote. They have different flowers on them, these little white fluffy things. And then some of them don't have many at all. There's my ride, my transporter. One thing I'm thinking about, you can see here I just kind of push it over on the side of the road, and there's no lock on it. There's no way to lock the bike. You know, up here there's not anybody around, so I'm not really concerned about it, but in certain areas you would want to lock it. And I always thought with an e-bike there was some sort of code that you'd press in to, you know, to lock it and unlock it. But as far as I know, this bike doesn't have that. I'll show you the one lock that it does have, but that's just for the battery. And there's a key. They give you a couple keys, and that locks it into place so it can't come jostled loose. And also, you know, nobody could steal it. I don't know why somebody would steal the battery unless they had the same exact bike as you. But being able to remove it from the bike is nice because you can bring it inside then and charge it inside. You don't have to bring your charging setup, you know, a cable out and plug it up to the bike directly. You can bring the battery separately from the bike. And also allows you to have 2 batteries if you wanted to. You want to see what was standing in my way? Man, I'm just coasting down this hill. I had no idea I had gone up so high on this bike. It's just so easy, you kind of forget that you're going up and up. Oh, she already crossed this little creek here. You see her over there? Right down here. There's a little guy down there on the road. This spot that they, oh, they're all around me actually. They're all just looking at me. Look at that. You guys are lucky. Got lots of green grass. There's some water down there. This guy doesn't look very happy. Yeah, that bull was like he was kind of coming through the bushes there, down at me. So I hit this button on here a couple times, which brings this up to 5. So then once you start pedaling, it gives you a quicker speed when you're pedaling. Like, it's called pedal assist level. So 5 is the highest that it goes. But holding the camera at the same time, I didn't really have a place to put it, so it was a little awkward for me to hold the handlebars with one hand and then pedal while I'm watching out for that bull. I made it back. My dogs are always happy when I'm back. Pretty awesome. We went a little over 9 miles on this bike. Still off of that same charge that you guys saw me do the test video with. That was like 11 or 12 miles. Now, the one thing to think about though is that it's uphill the whole way and then downhill the whole way. Even this trip was uphill the whole way, downhill the whole way. You're just coasting, so you're not using the battery hardly at all. But I'm riding my brakes a lot, and I'm learning that they can overheat, and they start to squeal and they start to fade if they overheat, so you got to stop and let them cool off. Now, the other thing that I'm learning is I need to be wearing goggles or sunglasses or something, because I got a bug in hit my nose right here really hard. It's like, crap, if that hit me in the eye and then one hit me in the gut, and it's like, wow, they hurt. If one hit me in the eye, that would suck. So at least goggles or sunglasses would be enough. Because, man, I mean, I'm cruising. And I got it up to its top speed on a dirt road, flat dirt road, 25 miles an hour, pedaling, you know, barely pedaling, but pedaling at a pedal assist speed 5. And that goes 25 miles an hour. Which is way fast. I mean, that's super, super fast. I don't really see a reason to go that fast for myself. Living the way I live, I like to pretty much take it easy and go safe. If I'm going that fast, I'm going to want to have a helmet on. That's another thing is when I'm going downhill, there's times when I'm kind of peeling out, like putting on my brakes, and I wish I had a helmet on. For the most part, like when I'm going flat, I'm going pretty slow, you know, 12, 15, 18 miles an hour. And I don't mind not having a helmet in that case, because I don't feel like I'm going to crash or wreck. But if I'm going downhill or getting any kind of real speed, then there's a worry about that. This bike is changing some things here. Just for the simple fact that now it's so easy for me to find new places for us to camp. And living this way, that's what it all comes down to, is finding like awesome places to camp. And like this spot that I have here, it's basically the first campsite as you come into this area. It's only about a mile off the highway, but man, if I take the trailer just another mile, then you get really secluded. And I was able to check my cell signal when I get to these potential campsites and see like, okay, if I come here next time, will I have a cell signal? Is it a good place to camp? Can I get the rig in here? Can I turn around? And having all that knowledge, next time I come here, it's like, whoa, like the world, the nomad world is like opening up just by having a simple e-bike. Pretty cool, really pretty cool. A regular bike would do it too, you know. And who says like it's not exercise? Because I am tired, I am beat. Being out in the sun, and still I'm pedaling, I'm thinking, having to hold the handlebars and keep my balance, and still putting, you know, some leg work in, and then when I get off, I'm hiking around. So I'm tired. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. See where we end up. Hit that like button. Let me and the dogs know you're watching. We like to know you're watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos, and check out our Patreon if you want to help support the channel. You get access to a whole bunch of videos. Over 100 videos on Patreon right now. So you guys that aren't on Patreon, you're missing out. Join the crew.
Right, Echo?